Disney Cruise Line is having its biggest year ever. New ships, record-breaking expansion, and experiences unlike anything we've seen before. Whether you're a longtime Disney cruiser or thinking about your first sailing, this is the year to pay attention. Between launching the Disney Treasure, announcing the biggest ship in their fleet, opening a brand new island destination, and revealing plans for 4 more ships, Disney is making history. But what exactly makes this year the biggest ever? Let's break it all down. Disney Cruise Line has been growing fast, but 2025 is set to be its most ambitious year yet. And 2024 was a big year to beat. Between fleet expansions, new ports, and game-changing ships, Disney is making its biggest moves since the cruise line was founded in 1998. They've grown steadily over the years, adding incredible ships like the Dream, Fantasy, and Wish, but this year, this is next level. The Treasure set sail in December. The biggest Disney cruise ship ever has been revealed, and a brand new island paradise opened its doors. And just when we thought we knew Disney Cruise Line future, they announced even more. 4 new ships coming over the next decade. That's more growth than we've ever seen in such a short time. So let's dive into what's happening and why 2025 is truly the biggest year in Disney Cruise Line's history. Now, of course, we've got to go backwards just a little bit into 2024 because part of this is their new lookout key at Lighthouse Point. This is Disney's second island destination in the Bahamas. It opened in summer 2024, so 2025 will be its first full year in operation. And this is when we will really get in to see all of their activities, excursions, everything being ramped up and fully in force. This is much more than just a beach stop. Disney Cruise already has their private island, Castaway Cay, which is very Disney-fied. They've really built the area out the way they wanted to do it. Unlike Castaway Cay, Lookout Cay is designed to celebrate the Bahamian culture, featuring local artists, musicians, and architectures. They've still got lots of family fun there, of course, including an interactive water play area, expansive beaches, and a grand pavilion where you get to join in and play with the characters. For Disney cruisers, this means more options beyond Castaway Cay and a completely fresh take on what an island destination experience can be. They've also been opening up their itineraries. In summer 2024 in Europe, Disney Cruise Line visited Spain, the UK, Italy, Belgium, Greece, and Germany. In the fall of 2024, itineraries included Hawaii, Fiji, Australia, Spain, and Portugal. With so many ships coming on board, they really are beginning to have the opportunity to visit even more places. And stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed because summer 2026 itineraries should be coming soon. That's not all though. In addition to new ships that we already knew about, last summer at D23, Disney Cruise Line announced
we're adding 4 more cruise ships to our fleet.
They are building 4 more ships between 2027 and 2031. In addition to that, we just recently found out what size those 4 new ships will be and when they are coming. Now, by deduction here, we know that 3 of those 4 new ships are going to be smaller than the Wish class, smaller than the Dream class even. They're going to be in between the Magic class and the Dream and Wish classes. So these are going to hold approximately 3,000 people. The Dream class holds 4,000. They are going to be smaller and lighter so that they can go into, hopefully, new ports of call. They will also be able to use future fuel technologies which will just enhance their access to places as well. 3 of those ships are going to be those smaller ships. Those are slated for 2029, 2030, and 2031. Since they said 4 new ships coming between 2027 and 2031, I am calling it right now the 5th Wish class ship. That 4th ship is going to be a 5th Wish class ship. Okay, this is a lot of numbers of ships here. Anyway, those 4 new ships, one of them will be like the Wish class, and that I'm guessing is going to come out in 2027. Right Right now, there are 6 ships in the water: Magic, Wonder, Dream, Fantasy, Wish, and Treasure. By 2031, there will be 13 ships in total, and at this rate, I'm not going to be surprised to see them ordering some more, because they really are expanding. This should lead to more itineraries, new home ports, and honestly, I think they are going to have another private island. If you've ever struggled to find availability on a Disney cruise, or even balked at the high prices, this expansion could mean more options and probably a little bit more competitive pricing, especially in the off-season. This is huge. Disney Cruise Line has never added this many ships so quickly. As a matter of fact, they had 4 ships between 1998 and 2020. So this is a huge expansion for them, and I am totally here for it. And we're not done, because the Disney Treasure came out last year. In December was its maiden voyage, so 2025 is going to be its inaugural year. We're probably going to see some changes as time goes on this year as they get used to the ship, since it is a sister ship to the Disney Wish that really helped them already know what some of the kinks would be and how to work around them. For example, some of you may remember that the Disney Wish had touchless elevator buttons. Those did not go well because they just went off and you had to stop at every floor. That happens a lot on cruise ships anyway, where you do have to stop at every floor, but they have physical buttons in the elevators on the Treasure, so no worries there. The Disney Treasure was a highly anticipated addition to the fleet. The Disney Wish did leave a little bit to be desired in a few different areas. One is cohesiveness, actually, and unlike the Wish, the Treasure is taking the foundation and giving it a whole new personality. While the Wish leans into fairy tales and princesses, the Treasure embraces adventure, Indiana Jones, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They've got Plaza de Coco, the first ever Coco-themed dining experience, the Haunted Mansion Parlor, which is a huge hit, a spooky yet elegant lounge with exclusive drinks and really cool storytelling, the Skipper Society, which is a Jungle Cruise-inspired bar with humor and tropical vibes. Another popular detail of the Treasure is that they have 7-night itineraries. The Disney Wish has 3 and 4-night, which are just a little bit too short in my opinion. It is really nice to be able to visit the restaurants a couple of times. As a matter of fact, the second night at Plaza de Coco, the Dia de los Muertos celebration, is a huge hit on the Treasure. They are also doing the popular Eastern and Western Caribbean cruises. With so many bold new choices, the Treasure will feel very different from its sister ship, making it a must experience for Disney cruise fans. It's got some really popular intellectual properties on here. Indiana Jones is a huge hit already. They have a really fun skit on the Treasure that is not to be missed, and their Moana stage show is receiving rave reviews. People are saying this is the best show they have ever seen. Make sure you see the Moana show if you go on the Disney Treasure. Again, we're not done. The next Wish class ship is going to be the Disney Destiny, and the Disney Destiny is going to deliver what fans have been asking for forever, and that is heroes and villains. There is so much to work with here. This concept can be so great if they do it right, and the Disney Treasure gives me so much hope that they will do it right. This ship is going to come out this fall for its maiden voyage, so stay tuned because we should be getting a lot of updates on this soon. The Disney Destiny is going to be 4 and 5 night cruises to the Bahamas and the Western Caribbean. Its maiden voyage will be November 20th from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They will even have some itineraries that will stop at both island destinations, Castaway Key and Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. I think this is going to be a huge hit as well. I really like that they're doing 4 and 5 night instead of 3 and 4. 3 nights is just too short in my opinion. It's like 2.5 days you get on and it's done. So I really love they're doing 4 and 5 nights for the Disney Destiny. It's going to have the Lion King restaurant. I think there's going to be a lot of great flavors in there. They're also going to have DeVille's Piano Bar for the 101 Dalmatians. There should be a lot more news coming about the Disney Destiny soon. The Destiny is the 3rd Wish class ship. The 4th Wish class ship will be with the Oriental Trading Company in Japan, and the 5th Wish class ship will be one of those 4 new ones that they announced at D23. I'm guessing that's slated for 2027. We don't really have much information on the 4th and 5th Wish class ships yet, so stay tuned. We'll let you know when we do have more on that. But we're still not done with with the biggest year yet because they also have announced the Disney Adventure. This is going to be the biggest Disney cruise ship ever. As if launching the Treasure, the Destiny, and more ships wasn't enough, Disney is going even bigger, literally. The Disney Adventure is set to be the largest ship in Disney's fleet, and it's one of the largest in the world. Also, it's taking Disney Cruise Line somewhere it's never been before, Asia. This ship is massive, over 200,000 gross tons, bigger than any Disney ship before it. The Adventure will be home ported in Singapore for at least 5 years, marking Disney Cruise Line's official expansion into the Asian market. And we noticed some interesting wording over on the Disney Cruise Line blog on Twitter. The Walt Disney Company 2024 annual financial report said, quote, "The Disney Adventure will be approximately 200,000 tons with approximately 2,100 staterooms and, here's the interesting part, will initially operate in Southeast Asia." So that leaves some hope that eventually they will leave Southeast Asia and maybe travel over to the US or to some other cool destinations. For those that maybe can't get to Singapore, there's a little glimmer of hope that I'm taking out of that. That being said, we really do want to go over to Singapore and explore while we're there. The ship looks amazing, but Singapore looks amazing as well. So what makes the Disney Adventure so special besides the fact that it's huge and will be based in Asia? They are going to have theme park level experiences on board. We're talking attractions unlike anything we've seen at sea. It's going to have the longest roller coaster at sea, what looks to be like almost a full-on water park. They have other amusement park rides, but it also has 7 themed areas on the ship. This ship is the destination, at least to start off with. This is an adaptation of the unfinished global dream that Disney purchased. They completely transformed it to fit their storytelling. This is the most ambitious project Disney Cruise Line has taken on since its creation, and it opens up an entirely new world of cruising for Disney fans. Which part of Disney Cruise Line's biggest year excites you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you love the content and want to support the channel, check out the Patreon. It really helps us keep bringing you the latest Disney cruise news and tips. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Disney Cruise Line, don't forget to subscribe. And if you haven't seen it yet, go check out our 10 favorite hidden gems on Disney cruise ships. Thanks for watching. We'll see you real soon with some more Disneys.